Pisces, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy. I'm here to do your December 2023 video reading, and I've got everything laid out already. I shuffled and smudged and did all the preparations. This just saves time, in the video. So, what jumped out for you is the world. And the world is about completing a cycle in your life. You've completed a chapter of some sort in relationship, in career, in some way. And you're ready for the next chapter. You're ready for the next cycle. So you're right in the threshold at this time, and your life is about to change in a big way if it's not already, which I think it is already. I see in your recent past or in the past, you've had barriers around motherhood. So whether it's the relationship with your kid or trying to get pregnant, maybe, or maybe it's with your own mother. There's some sort of barrier to motherhood or a relationship with your mother. Now, you would like a new beginning, and you have the world in your hands right now. But first, there's something you need to let go of that needs to die, that needs to end, okay? Before you need to accept it, that it's done. That's the part, the acceptance that it's done. And once you do, you're going to find you have a ton of energy to move forward on what you need to do now. You're just going to be full of energy. You're going to feel young again, sort of thing, okay? Because you have a lot of good things coming. You have a lot of beautiful new doors opening for you right now if you can let go of what's just happened, okay? And the struggles that it was to bring it to an end, because I think you're still in it a little bit. There's still some details that aren't quite over, but it's for you, you need to accept. So in the present, I'm going to go over the cards actually. In the past, you have the Empress, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Death, and the Page of Wands. And the Empress is the mother and the nurture and everything, but she feels that there's some sort of boundary or barrier, obstacle to what you're trying to do, what you were trying to make establish. And you realize you have to start again. But like I said, there's some sort of acceptance in the death that you need to accept that something is over, something has ended. And once you do, you'll be able to see the sunny side of things, you know what I mean, and have a lot of energy to put toward that. In the present, you have the Tower, the High Priestess, the Six of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So 2 sixes here. These are both sixes are steps forward, and achievement in some way, movement in some way. And this movement is because of the Tower. There's something that's happened suddenly that's broke things apart. And it could be a relationship, actually. We could be talking about a relationship ending here. And something happened to break it apart, And you find yourself living in 2 worlds after this event. Kind of in that world and kind of in this new world, And you may not feel like you have anyone to talk to. You need to keep this to yourself or private. I feel like there's things that you still are going to reveal, and there may be something you don't know, but I think you're getting to the point where you don't care. You don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? Um, so I feel like you're going to move, Pisces. I think you're going to move residences, to tell you the truth. Sell a house, move to another apartment. You need a change. And that's what you feel. You need a fresh start. You need a change, something different, okay? So I feel at the very least you're going on a trip because you need a pause between that and this doorway that you're going through. You need a bit of a pause and a break to sort of process it, and so you might go away for a weekend, for a couple of weeks somewhere, and take a little bit of a break, after whatever the surprising event is. Now in the tower, the tower falls apart. Lightning hits it and it starts to crumble. But the thing is, it was never stable to begin with. It wasn't built on solid ground, it was built on water. So there was always the potential for it to fall apart. Anyway, here you are, the King of Cups, and you may feel kind of wounded right now. The King of Cups has learned a lot about relationships, right? Relationships and marriage is, it can be a painful game, a painful business. And I think there's part of you that's a little detached right now, from this experience. Like I said, you need that space to kind of go from this world to that world, okay? You may visit someone that is family or an old friend, a place that you felt connected to, kind of thing. I also think you're going to have nostalgia of everything that you had, the way it was and all that, and feel a little reflective. But this is sort of a bit of a mourning period in a way, not heavily, just a light mourning period, but you're going to deal with it by just getting some distance, okay? And you're getting distance physically and emotionally is what you're trying to do. In the future, which is near the end of December, you have or it could bleed into the new year too. You have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So 2 tens here, 2 tens. This tells me you're moving. Right, this tells me you're moving when there's 2 tens. I see that, okay? Plus you have 2 fours on either side. One is new foundation. This foundation fell apart. And so you're looking for a new foundation now. You may move back home for a time. You may get a temporary place before you go to the place that you decide you want to go to. But I feel that you didn't lose in this ending. You lost emotionally, but you didn't lose financially. There's something that you've gained in or are going to gain in this ending, okay? So I feel like it's relationship, but it could be, your career for some of you. It could be your career ending. Maybe you're retiring. Perhaps there's just not enough work in this business anymore. Something like that, And so, but you're not leaving it. You are successful. This is a successful completion of this process. You might be a little worn out, tired out, exhausted from the experience. And I feel like there's some sort of document, contract, perhaps mortgage. I feel like there's papers you're going to be signing here. I see sometimes the sword is the pen, um, and so this is a new beginning. This is a commitment of some sort, you know. So I feel like it's a new house, basically. Could be new job. You're joining a new team, and it could be exhausting at first because there's a lot to learn. You're on the learning curve and everything, but you're excited. Those of you who are going through separation may be dealing with someone who's doesn't isn't very willing to share, is it have may have some money stashed away, and is, yes, like I said, not wanting to share what they have. On the other hand, for some of you, you may be not sharing your time and your energy, kind of healing right now, and taking, like I said, some time for yourself, giving to yourself, writing, reading, listening to music, going for walks, that sort of thing. You know, um, saving your energy for yourself, okay? But definitely going through a huge cycle. So two aces here, ace of wands, swords, and then two tens. So two doors closing, two doors opening, okay? Plus you have the world and the death card. This is an ending of some sort that is going to bring a new rewarding beginning. In the cartomancy, what jumped out for you is the Jack of Spades and the Eight of Clubs. Cartomancy is the art of reading the regular playing cards. So this tells me that someone could be bad mouthing you. You could hear some bad news, troubling news, something tricky that you have to deal with. But I think that you're a really good negotiator and you're able to work this out through discussions, through negotiations, through, bartering maybe. But I feel like this is something that you'll have to do a lot of talking to help figure out. Then you have the Ace of Spades, the Ten of Hearts, and the Nine of Spades. So I definitely feel like there's a relationship ending here. I think that, and it's not easy either. It hurts a lot. There may be depression, anxiety, just sadness, and when things end, it's not easy, right? Change is difficult. But there are sunny days ahead, is what I want to tell you. So, it's saying here that there is definitely an end of a relationship. Here on the job site, here, there could be, I see that someone's talking about a loss here. So you could be losing rights at work, or you could be losing, like they're trying to take something from you at work. So if you get 20 days paid vacation, they're trying to take 4 of them away a year, or they're trying to take part of something here at work that you already get included with your contract or something like that. And so you're getting news of this losing something at the job site. Okay? So also you have the Jack of Hearts, the 10 of Diamonds, and the Queen of Spades. I feel like this is news of a settlement, is what I think. I think it's good news for you. You're definitely winning here. You're it's definitely fair and good for you. This is from a relationship, money from a relationship, and it leaves you single now. The Queen of Spades is the single not by choice, separated, divorced, widowed. She wears her pain sometimes. She's quite sad and having a hard time. But otherwise you're going to benefit from this, not that you're happy about it, right? You also have the Seven of Clubs, the Ace of Hearts, and the Six of Diamonds. You might be a little bit worried about your home and what you've invested. You also might be worried about kids, have some concern about the kids here. Could be kids involved. So one of the kids might be angry, okay? One of them might have some anger about this, and so you're needing to do a lot of talking with them, and help them understand about endings, right? Might actually help you too, helping them. But here, this makes me think of a new home, all right? And perhaps you're worried about the cost. You're worried about being able to afford it. It doesn't matter. You may have to pay a bit more than what you thought. Like maybe you didn't know that it needs new plumbing, and that could be expensive. Something is, I feel like, is you also could be qualify for funding for something like renovations, to winterize your house or something like that. So look into that stuff. But I also feel like, as far as your other home, if you're selling it, you're getting very good money for it. I don't think you're losing in the long run, okay? It's all going to work out in the wash. And then you have the Three of Spades and the Queen of Clubs. I forgot to say, the Queen of Spades is a very dark-eyed woman, usually, if she's not single, divorced, widowed. She has very dark features, dark brown or black eyes, dark skin, dark hair, but I usually see her as single. This queen has brown or hazel eyes and could also have brown hair, and is seen as the friend. This person, usually helps you out. They have good ideas, resourceful, creative, and helpful. They're helpful, right? They're an ally. But there's an obstacle with this person here. The Three of Spades is an obstacle. And there's an obstacle between you and this person. Not sure why. Not sure why here, you know. It's definitely is a friend of yours, and I feel like it's short-lived. But right now there's an obstacle, and it could have something to do with your pain. Someone's not really understanding, or maybe not being patient with you, or something like that, and you're not having it right now, right? So I also took a card for you from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and I read this one. I don't know these off by heart, and they're quite in-depth, descriptions. So, interesting enough, it is another 10. There's so much completion happening in your life right now, Pisces, right? You're going through a real end of a cycle, end of a chapter, and perhaps a rite of passage, in some way, right? So, oh, that must have been my funny bone. So, oops, sorry, baby. I got my little babies under the desk. So, it's time to hold on to yourself and let go of another. I forgot to tell you this card is called Releasing Allegiances. Even if just for a time, you have gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. You have completed many cycles. You have been in that vibrational frequency, and you have earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and possibilities that are limited to the outmoded frequency. It's now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you've learned with you into something new. New connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. Like I said, I think this is some sort of rite of passage for you because there's so many tens and aces here. There's 4 aces and like 5 tens. This is, this is huge. But first, you. Trust that you can step into the solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from your inner journey. Hold on, I gotta turn the page. Of self-discovery and creative self-expression, and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature in solitude. So didn't I say that back here that I thought that you needed that space, kind of? You need that space away to, what did it say? To, blah, 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 to, back, you need to step back and refresh your spirit. I've got to write that down. Because you need this space to process this and reconnect with yourself, eh? Isn't that interesting? This is a time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. And that was that 4 Pentacles, as reserving your time and energy for yourself, okay? You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and cleaner about your journey and your relationship as a result of this. This oracle is also confirmation that the work you've been doing on yourself is working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthily is increasing. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen. It will be revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant. You will know which is which because you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself in reconnection. There is a situation that has recently arisen or will arise soon where you need to back yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by the emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground and stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logically on the surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, it's not right for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you'll step away and realize with relief that you had lucky escape. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinion of another, no matter how highly you would have rated that opinion in the past, is important. It is highly likely that you're breaking with tradition, with a role model or belief system that you have outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you're doing well and you're on the right path and you are growing. Well done. Wow, that's amazing. So, you know, this is difficult but this is a growing experience, you're really learning something about yourself and others through this experience. And like, I think you're going to come out better for it. I think you're going to come out on top in a lot of ways. There's some sort of rite of passage happening here. So take that time for yourself, Pisces, and do the things you need to do. When we say get balance, we mean balance out your time. Give yourself time in the day to just put your feet up, get outside, eat something good, call a friend. All of those things are healthy things that you can give yourself, and they're free. All of those are free except for the food. And so you do that for yourself when you need it. And sometimes you just need to to not do anything, because we're always on the go, 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 and it's nice to just stop. So I hope this reading helps you this month. I want to say happy holidays, and I want to say happy winter solstice coming on the 21st. Our days officially start to get longer again for us in the northern hemisphere anyway. And if you have any questions or want to write me, the information is in the description box below. Love you bunches. Take care. Bye now.